Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. I'm so glad you could join me here today. I have a really special project to share with you. You know, sometimes you come across a paper crafting collection that just speaks to your childhood memories and makes it really special for you. This one from Authentique paper is called Stitches, and it takes me right back to my childhood where I spent hours and hours sitting by my mother's side watching her sew. She was an incredible seamstress. A lot of times she didn't even have to use a pattern, and she made pillows and curtains and clothes and Christmas stockings, and she was just always at her sewing machine every chance she had. She loved fabric and design, and I think that's where I got a lot of my love for color and design and pattern. So this is one of my fun little flip folios made with the Stitches collection. It measures 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. It has a 1/2 inch spine. I've used all of the pages plus the stickers from the 12 by 12 collection kit in this project. I've also used along the spine the Authentique Spectrum Antique Lace cardstock. I love the strength of this cardstock, and I put an extra layer over the spine just to reinforce it. It's got a ribbon closure. Here's one of the sweet little icons from the cut apart page, and some crocheted lace. I also used dies from Tammy Totoro's So Sweet collection. These are the So Sweet trims, and you'll see I've used them throughout. Die cut circle with one of the images from the signature page, some fussy cutting, some flowers from my stash, and people, I love vintage buttons. Look, these are vintage buttons that I picked up at a flea market in Maine. I've been having the best time using these in my projects, and they just make me happy. A little sewing machine, miniature, little tiny scissors, itty bitty frame filled with more of those vintage buttons. So let's undo this ribbon closure and take a look. I will tell you very quickly, you can get an idea of how the base is made if you take a look on my YouTube channel at my Authentique Halloween mini album. There are a lot of similarities, and I think you could watch that video and probably figure out how to do the rest. So starting over here on the first page, I've created a large pocket, decorated it with this beautiful sticker from the collection, another little vintage, whoops, there's a glue web, another little vintage scissors, flowers, and more vintage buttons with another sticker from the sticker sheet. This pretty lace border is also from the sticker sheet. So these are little mini photo folios. They measure 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and they have a magnetic flap closure. And I loved the patterns so much, I didn't want to cover them up, so I left them plain and just added stickers from the collection. These flip open, and I have loose photo mounts inside, but then you also have room to add little 3 by 4 photos here, and of course you could do journaling up here at the top. I just think this is a really fun way to store photos, and this one is just the mirror image of the other with the beautiful rose print here and the blue gingham check, and then inside I've used the measuring tape pattern, which I just love. And again, 2 photo mounts in here. So that's a really fun way to store photos. If you're a quilter and you take pictures of your quilts, this would be a really great album to use to record those. And of course you could stick more photos back in the pocket. So that brings us to the first flip. I used lots of little flaps, created tuck spots. Here's another example of that pretty trim paper cut from the Spectrum Antique Lace cardstock using Tammy's die. This flips out. You've got room for a large photo here, and then I created a pocket on this side, and I've tucked some of the cut apart journaling cards from the collection in here. And you could certainly do journaling, photos. I just think they're so cute. I love everything about this collection. May your bobbin always be full. That's my wish for you, my friends. So then this page flips out, And we have another flap here with another one of these fun folios here, photo folios. And again, oh, this one I didn't put extra photo mounts in, but that's fine. You've got plenty of them over there. And then this flips out. This is one of the little sticker borders from the sticker sheet, sweet little roses. And then I created a couple little tip-ins here with this beautiful vintage button. And these are large pages. This is 6 inches wide, of course, by 5 1/4, so you can get a good sized photo in here. Then in the center is a whole series. It's kind of a waterfall, but more kind of like a flip, a series of flips. Another one of the trims. This is from another one of Tammy's dies. A cut down image from the cut apart page with another one of these fun eyelet trim pages. And then here is just a tuck spot, room for a large photo. A sticker that I've just mounted on scrap paper with an itty bitty frame and itty bitty buttons and some tea-dyed seam binding ribbon. And you can get a large photo here. And then this flips up again, and you have this fun pink sewing machine, which I wish I had in my studio, and another tip-in. And this fun, I like to party. If by party you mean stay home and sew. I always like to stay home. This is one of the measuring tape strips that I've just cut down to go across the top. And then down here, this is actually an envelope that I've turned into a flap. And again, I ran more of this eyelet trim here, another one of the images, another little frame. And this flips down, and you have here room for a large photo, a little sticker that I turned into a tuck spot just by mounting it on scrap paper, and then of course just a little journal card tucked in here. And then here's the pocket of the envelope. I just lined it on the inside and on the outside. This cute little coat hanger I turned into a little banner. And then I created, using the journal cards, I created button cards, my own button cards, because I love buttons. And then these just tuck in here, which I think is so sweet. Wouldn't this make a great Mother's Day present? I just think this would be such a sweet Mother's Day present. And you could put pictures of the kids, even a heritage album. I think it would be lovely. So then this just all closes up neat and tidy. You tie it with the ribbon closure, and you're good to go. So thank you so much for joining me. If you pop by my blog, kathybydesign.com, I'll have a home decor item that I made with this also on the Authentique blog. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I've shared some tips and tricks that you can use in your own crafty adventures. I'll see you soon, because I'm going to go get my craft on.